My story started 2 years ago with my daughter Isabel when she was facing some severe health challenges. She was hyperactive, she was not sleeping at all during the nights, she was getting a little bit aggressive, she had no eye contact, she was nonverbal. She was really close to an autism diagnosis. We started going to different doctors, and some of them were saying, this is normal, and some of them were saying, be prepared because maybe this is getting worse. And it was really, really difficult to have a day in peace with her. I started to do a lot of different research, and the first solution that I found for her actually was that she needed a huge change in her lifestyle and in her diet. And this was a huge challenge for the entire family group because at that moment I had a job would take me about 10, 12 hours per day. So I couldn't really be in charge, and I was getting desperate at that moment. So Dr. Doe came in my life because I really needed to regulate my system, my nervous system. And I started doing meditations, and I found out that I was feeling better. And so all of a sudden, I started to ask God, the divine, for some signs. And the first miracle I would say that happened was that a massive layoff happened at the NGO that I was working of at the moment. And so all of a sudden I had time to take care of her, to start cooking, to be more present, and to start healing her. I started to wonder, what if there is some help for autistic kids inside Dr. Doe's community? So I found out the Coherence Healing, the remote ones for autistic kids. Obviously, I immediately signed into a list, and I waited more or less 5-6 months, and they called us. And I was super happy, and this really gave us some changes. Then I continued watching a lot of stories of transformation, and I found some moms that saw really big transformations in their kids' lives. And I started to say, okay, I really need to be at the retreat, but the main problem that I was facing at that moment was that I had no job, right? I had no income, so I couldn't really afford it. So in any case, one of these beautiful moms mentioned the Give to Give Foundation, and thanks to them, I was able to attend the Cancun June 2024 retreat. Since I have Hashimoto disease, I received 3 healings during that retreat. And then the magic happened for us, and the miracle happened into our lives. Because when I attended that retreat, and after the 3rd coherence healing that I received, when I was back at home, my daughter Isabel finally started to speak. And then she started to feel more quiet, she started to sleep better, she started to have more quality of life after that. And now she is 5, it's been almost a year, more or less. And she's getting better and better every day. She's speaking and talking more and more. And this definitely changed our lives. A lot of things happened after that. I also started to have downloads of information. I obviously do the work every day. I do the meditations every day and night. And in some of those meditations that I'm doing, sometimes I receive information that is for her. And a beautiful story that I have that I would like to tell you is one that is related to the power of horses and the power of the heart, right? So in one of the meditations, I saw a beautiful horse eye, and I was wondering, what this could be related to. And finally, I understood that it was related to horse therapies, right? So I started to do some research around, and since my treatment for her is always the treatment of a normal kid and not the treatment for a special needs kid, I found this beautiful place. I had a conversation with them, and once I visited the place, I discovered that they heal using the power of the heart of the horse, right? They use They told me that they use the Harvard Institute principles to heal, which I think is beautiful and such a perfect synchronicity with what we are doing every day. And I think this is magical that we are now more connected, that now we are feeling more happy and more empowered as a family group. And I would like to tell my story also for all those moms out there who might be desperate like I used to be, who maybe are feeling lonely and depressed as I used to feel in the past. I know it's a lonely road, but you can make it. This is a beautiful gift of the divine.